Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election that was held in Nigeria on February 25, 2023, and the result controversially announced on March 1st, 2023. And the beneficiary of that controversial announcement was Bola Tinubu, who was declared the winner of the election by the Independent National Electoral Commission. Now, not satisfied with that controversial announcement, the major contenders for the race, Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party and Peter Obi of the Labour Party, headed to the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal to show cause why Tinubu ought not to have been declared the winner of the election. But their petition was also unsuccessful, as the tribunal ruled in favor of Tinubu. Still not deterred by this, these two frontline contenders headed to the Supreme Court, where the matter is now. Now, one of the top contenders, Atiku Abubakar, in his effort to prove that President Bola Tinubu submitted forged Chicago State University certificate to the Independent National Electoral Commission, headed to United States to subpoena the Chicago State University to produce the academic records of Bola Tinubu. Despite several roadblocks that Tinubu and his lawyer put on his way, eventually Judge Nancy Maldonado, against all odds, declared and ordered that the Chicago State University must provide Atiku Abubakar with the academic records of Bola Tinubu, and also make a deposition under oath about some of the information that has to do with Bola Tinubu. Now, as a result of that discovery, so many things has come to the open. And don't forget, one of the reasons that Tinubu pleaded why his academic records should not be made available to Atiku Abubakar was that if it is made available to Atiku Abubakar, it will cause him severe and irreparable harm. Now that the documents are already in public domain, which Atiku Abubakar has also used the information to present as evidence before the Supreme Court. A whole lot of information had been exhumed from this bank of data that was supplied to Atiku Abubakar. And here in this video, we're going to look at the reason to strongly believe that Tinubu was right when he claimed that the information will cause him severe and irreparable harm. Because the information we're going to share here indeed shows that this information that Atiku Abubakar was literally forced Chicago State University to give to him has caused severe and irreparable harm to Bola Tinubu. Because it was obvious that even if the Supreme Court manages to use technicality to save his presidency, the way Nigerians and the rest of the world will look at him based on the information that are already in public domain will be entirely different if this information had not been made public, as it was done by the Chicago State University based on the order of Nancy Maldonado of Chicago, Illinois district court. Now let us look at some of the proof that indeed the information that was released has done severe and irreparable harm to the reputation of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, from the information that what Atiku got through his records at Chicago State University, claimed that he attended Government College, Lagos. Tinubu claimed that he attended Government College, Lagos and graduated in 1970. Unfortunately, Government College, Lagos never existed until 1974. So he could never have attended a non-existing college 4 years before the college was established. So that's a very damning information. Now, the owner of the certificate, the Government College certificate, Government College Lagos certificate, was born in 1954. Now, the question was raised, if the owner of the higher school certificate graduated from the non-existing Government College, Lagos in 1970, it means that the person must have entered the college in 1968 because higher school certificate ran for 2 years. So this implies that the person born in 1954 was only 14 years old when he or she completed high school. Now, this is highly unlikely in the 1970s and in the 1960s and 1970s in Nigeria. So that's a particular information that really has caused him reputational harm in the eyes of the Nigerian public and those who have seen this information. I think you got that. Yes, people who have looked at this information, they know that it just doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. And when it doesn't add up, it means that how the people view the owner of the certificate is different. The person may be able to maneuver his way legally, but in the eyes of the public, they know that this information about his attending Chicago State University and having a higher school certificate and all that does not add up. Now, Tinubu also claims that he attended Southwest College, now renamed Richard Darley College, and he used the transcripts from this school to gain admission to Chicago State University. However, from the record we saw Chicago State University handed to Atiku Abubakar, the person who attended Southwest College, the person who attended the Southwest College got admitted purportedly with non-existing Government College Lagos result. And the person is also a female. Person is also a female. It belongs to a female. And remember, that one of the objections of President Bola Tinubu and his lawyers when Atiku Abubakar was requesting for the release of Tinubu's document to him. Tinubu, after seeing the seriousness of the judge to give Atiku what he was looking for, agreed that Atiku could be given the documents, the certificate, but they should not give him information on the gender of the owner of the certificate. So that should make you understand, perhaps it is because of this information here that he may have said that Atiku should be denied the information about the gender of the owner of the certificate. So from the transcript given to Atiku Abubakar, which we are looking at, the person is a female gender. The owner of the transcript that he used in getting admission to Chicago State University is a female gender. And this is also corroborated by the fact that the social security number linked to the Southwest College transcripts belongs to a female from Virginia in the United States. That also is a pointer to how Nigerians and the rest of the world are viewing this information. And indeed, looking at this, you can now understand that this information has indeed caused severe and irreparable harm to the president. Now, again, Chicago State, Tinubu claims he attended Chicago State University. But people are saying, okay, even if he attended Chicago State University, from the record they are seeing from Atiku's discovery, he attended it with alleged stolen Southwest College transcript, since this transcript belongs to a woman. Because the Southwest College transcript, you can go, it's everywhere now, you can go and check it out. The information that Atiku had is now in public domain. The Southwest College transcripts belongs to a woman, not to Tinubu. Moreover, Tinubu had previously claimed that he attended the University of Chicago at the same time that he attended Southwest College. So unless there's a system in America where you can be attending two schools at the same time at that time. Of course, we know that in this day, modern age now, with online study, you can operate, can be two different institutions or even three different institutions. But at the time, is it plausible that Tinubu was at Southwest College and also was a student at Chicago State University? Chicago State University. Make no mistake about it. Tinubu claimed he attended University of Chicago and Chicago State University. So as at the time he claimed he attended Southwest College, it coincided with the same time when he claimed he attended University of Chicago. University of Chicago is different from Chicago State University. Now, in an affidavit in 1999, Tinubu swore as follows: I attended University of Chicago from 1972 to 1976 and Chicago State University from 1977 to 1979. Now you can see that the 1972 to 1976 falls within the time he said he attended Southwest College. Like I said earlier on, he could never have attended Southwest College the same time he attended the University of Chicago. I hope that takes care of that. That takes care of that. And although in recent time, uh, even though Tinubu has not retracted that he never attended Chicago State University, uh, the University of Chicago, he has not retracted that he didn't attend University of Chicago. Many people believe that after Fekeyomi took the bullet for him by claiming responsibility for filling in that Tinubu attended University of Chicago, that has rested the matter. But at a certain point in 1999, Tinubu claimed he attended University of Chicago. Now, another discovery that you can see from Atiku's discovery is that Tinubu claims he graduated from Chicago State University. There are those who are casting doubts about this assertion, despite the fact that Tinubu himself has presented a certificate from the university to the Independent National Electoral Commission, which Atiku also alleged that it was forged. And despite the fact that Chicago State University Registrar Caleb Westberg claimed that Tinubu was admitted and he graduated. But there are information inside the discovery by Atiku Abubakar that raises a lot of unanswered questions. Now, why did I say so? There was a document. If you go and check the documents that was handed over to Atiku, there is a document known as document. This document has number 0026. This document was a letter written to Tinubu by Chicago State University on 7 June 1979. The letter reads as follows. On 23rd May 1979, you took a placement for qualifying examination in one or more of the following areas: English, reading, or mathematics. The following marks indicate the examination results and appropriate steps you should take. Please take this letter with you when you register next time. Your score on English examination indicates that you have not passed the qualifying examination, and the credits that you have previously that you have previously earned in composition will not be recorded on your transcripts until you have passed the examination. You should enroll in English 222. English 222. That's the course number. That's the course and the course number. English 222. Now, this letter, this on information 0026. This letter was written to Bola Tinubu, and this letter implies that Tinubu took an English qualifying examination but failed the exam and was asked to retake the exam, English 222, next time. Now, this next time means September 1979. It was written to him in May. He is to take it next time. Now, those who are familiar with the university environment know that it means that Tinubu in Nigerian academic balance was that he had a carryover. And you know that naturally you can't graduate when you have a carryover. Unless in America you can graduate even with a carryover. But I don't think that American higher institutions operate in isolation, different from the rest of the world. So it means that Tinubu had a carryover that he's supposed to take by September 1979. However, you will notice that the certificate Tinubu submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission showed that he graduated on June 27, 1979. It means that he graduated without taking that carryover course. It is now left for you to add one and two and two together to find out whether this makes any sense. Because if you are supposed to take a carryover by September, then and now you have a certificate that indicates you have graduated by June 27. It means you didn't take the carryover and you have graduated. Either the school was sloppy in their own way of doing things, or you were able to outsmart them somehow. Now, this date is at least 2 months earlier than September. The certificate that Tinubu submitted that is dated June 27, 1979, the date is at least 2 months earlier than September 1979, when Tinubu was supposed to have registered to retake English 222. Now, this suggests that apparently Tinubu did not present himself in September 1979 to register for English 222. Instead, he graduated himself, or so it seemed, on June 22, 1979, 2 months before he was supposed to register and take English 222. Because if he had taken English 222 and passed, that would have helped him to satisfy the requirement for graduation in a normal university, even here in Nigeria. Now, since Tinubu did not take English 222, it remains a puzzle how he graduated. Because this also taking cognizance of the fact that the Chicago State University registrar claimed that Tinubu was their student and that he graduated. So the registrar is saying he graduated. It means that he graduated without taking this course. And how the university was able to allow that to happen remains a puzzle. Remains a puzzle that people will continue to analyze even in years to come. Now, many who have analyzed this have come to the conclusion that Tinubu did not graduate. But I'm presenting this for you to make your own judgment. There are those who have analyzed this. They said Tinubu did not graduate, that he's not a graduate of Chicago State University. But Chicago State University Registrar Caleb Westberg, under oath, claimed that Tinubu was their student and that he graduated, that he was admitted and that he graduated. But also note the fact that Caleb Westberg was only appointed the registrar of Chicago State University, I think in 2020 or thereabout. So he's a relatively young man. who is not very old in university administration. But it is for you to know. Now, when you have all this kind of information, people have to scratch their head to understand your record and all that. You can then understand why Tinubu believed that this his record that had been made available to Atiku Abubakar will cause him severe and irreparable harm. Now, note that during the recent deposition in Chicago on October 3, 2023, the registrar of Chicago State University, that's Caleb Westberg, said that Tinubu never collected his certificate from the university. He said Tinubu never collected his certificate. Say that is why we still have his certificate in our file. That's what the man said under oath. However, that's what Caleb said under oath. But also, don't forget that in 1979, Tinubu also swore under oath as follows. He said, I went on exile from October 1994 to October 1998. When I returned and discovered that all my property, including all the documents to my qualification and my certificate in respect of paragraph above, Bachelor of Science degree Economics from University of Chicago and Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration from the Chicago State University were lost, were taken away. So he lost them. So he didn't know who took them, but he blamed the military for that action. However, this Tinubu statement, this is claim that he lost his certificate because he went on exile. His properties and many other things were taken away. It contradicts the statement by the registrar of Chicago State University, who claimed that Tinubu's results, Tinubu's certificate was still with them, that he has never collected it before since 1979. So if he has not collected it, which one did the military take away when Tinubu was on exile, for which he swore under oath that he lost? Which certificate, if the university is claiming that he has not collected it, according to Registrar Westberg? These are some of the issues that have been raised by the discovery made by Atiku Abubakar. The Chicago State University registrar deposited under oath on October 3 that Tinubu never collected his certificate from Chicago State University. And that begs the question, which certificate did Tinubu collect that was lost? Then we also get to the issue of date of birth. This date of birth, I don't even want to take it much serious about it. Of course, it can also be an illegal issue in terms of somebody who is seeking for political office, because you have to stick with one date of birth. Because if you look at somebody like Bola Tinubu, if his parents were not educated, there is a likelihood that his date of birth were not well documented. Just like the date of birth of people like former President Olusegun Obasanjo, former President Muhammad Buhari, those people, there are conflict in their, including Bola Ahmed, there are conflict in their date of birth. I can excuse it that because of the parents, the level of education of their parents, there may not be any record for them. Whatever they are doing will be guesswork. But let us also look at what he is, what he claimed to be his age. But to me, the problem is not sticking with a particular date of birth, not sticking with a particular date of birth, so that you should be able to ask your parents whatever they tell you, even if it was a guesswork by their parents, they should stick with it and not having it. Your primary school is different from your secondary school is different from your university, your date of birth in the ministry is different from what it was in your certificate and all that. But let us also look at it from the discovery, from what we have found out from the discovery made by Atiku Abubakar. Tinubu claimed that he was born in 1955. That's his claim. However, Chicago State University application documents indicates that he was born in 1955. However, that 1955, if he has stuck with it, I think he wouldn't have any issues. He wouldn't have any issues at all. But because the other figures he had keep on changing, in his Nigerian passport, his date of birth was recorded March 1952, while the date of birth in his Southwest College transcript shows that he was born March 29, 1954. So these are the contradictions that were discovered in terms of his age. But that, as I can see, couldn't have caused him this age issue. I don't think it's among the things that have caused him severe and irreparable harm. What had caused him severe and irreparable harm is about the issue of his academic records. And from what is out there in public, all courtesy of the tenacity of Atiku Abubakar to get the right information from Chicago State University. The information there, no matter how anyone looks at it, if you look at it objectively, it has really done what Tinubu feared it would do. It has cast doubt about so many things about his academic records. And that means that Tinubu indeed was right, that if this information were given to Atiku Abubakar, it will cause him severe and irreparable harm. But the next thing to ask is, who benefits from this? The people that benefit from it are the Nigerian people, because they are the ones that employed Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and they are entitled to know his record. Now, Atiku Abubakar has made it possible for them to know their employee much better. Now, the information here, what Atiku has generated, has also proven that indeed there is a question to answer about the certificate that Tinubu submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission, especially by the mere fact that the Chicago State University registrar say they don't know where Tinubu got the certificate he submitted to INEC, that it didn't come from them. That is a classic definition of forgery by the Supreme Court in Aggie versus PDP, where the Supreme Court expressly made it clear that a definition of forgery means submitting a document from a university, from an institution or agency that purported to have given that document, and that institution denies giving the document. Okay, so when an agency that was supposed to have given the document say they did not give it, it is not from them, just like Caleb Westberg did, saying that the information, the certificate that Tinubu gave to INEC, they don't know where he got it from, that it didn't come from them. That is a classic case of forgery. But it is now left for the Supreme Court to determine right now what is their own interpretation of the whole process. But the fact of the matter remains that no matter the outcome of the Supreme Court's judgment, indeed, in the court of the public opinion, the documents that Chicago State University released to Atiku Abubakar has done what Tinubu feared it will do, that it will cause him severe and irreparable harm. And Tinubu is right. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.